Have you ever witnessed a moment that seemed almost invisible? A moment so small that someone else in the room might not have noticed it at all. Perhaps your dog was lying nearby, watching, observing, remaining slightly tense, as though part of their attention was always focused on staying prepared. And then something changed. Not dramatically, not suddenly, just quietly. The body softened, the breathing slowed, the eyes seemed different somehow. For the first time, the dog appeared completely present, completely relaxed, completely safe. And what makes this fascinating is that many dogs spend long periods of their lives carrying invisible layers of caution. Some learned it from difficult experiences. Some developed it through uncertainty. Others simply possess naturally vigilant temperaments. But regardless of the cause, a guarded dog often experiences the world differently. Every room must be evaluated. Every sound must be monitored. Every unfamiliar situation requires attention. Their nervous system remains slightly prepared, slightly alert, slightly watchful. And because of this, one of the most important moments in a dog's emotional life may be the first moment they stop feeling guarded. Not forever, not completely, but enough to let their defenses rest. Today, we'll explore what that moment looks like, why it happens, and what it reveals about the psychology of trust. The hidden cost of staying alert. To understand the moment a dog relaxes, we first need to understand what happens when they don't. Many people imagine trust as an emotion, but trust also affects the body. A guarded dog often carries subtle physical tension. The muscles remain prepared, the ears remain attentive, the eyes continue scanning. The nervous system behaves as though something important might happen at any moment. This state is not necessarily fear. It is simply vigilance, a form of readiness. And while vigilance can be useful, maintaining it continuously requires energy. Imagine spending every day monitoring every movement around you, every door opening, every unexpected sound, every change in routine. Eventually, the body becomes tired. The mind becomes tired. And this is why safety can feel so powerful. Safety allows the nervous system to stop working so hard. Safety creates rest, and rest is often where trust begins. The first signs of emotional safety. Interestingly, the first signs that a dog feels safer are often incredibly easy to miss. People frequently expect dramatic affection, excited greetings, constant attention, visible displays of love. But emotional safety usually arrives much more quietly. A dog may stretch fully while resting. They may expose vulnerable parts of their body. They may fall asleep more deeply. They may stop following every movement in the room. These behaviors seem ordinary. Yet psychologically, they can be profound, because each one reflects a reduction in vigilance. The dog is no longer monitoring everything. They are allowing themselves to simply exist. And for a dog that has spent a long time feeling uncertain, this can represent a major emotional shift. Why trust often arrives before affection. One reason people misunderstand canine trust is because they confuse trust with affection. But the two are not identical. A dog can show affection while still feeling guarded. Many dogs seek comfort even when uncertainty remains. Many dogs enjoy attention while still monitoring their surroundings. True relaxation often arrives later, long after the affection begins, long after the bond starts forming. This means that one of the clearest signs of trust may not be increased excitement. It may actually be increased calmness. The dog no longer needs constant reassurance. The dog no longer needs to monitor every possibility. The dog simply feels safe. And that safety often appears surprisingly quiet from the outside. The moment the nervous system decides. What makes this process so remarkable is that much of it happens beneath conscious awareness. Dogs do not sit down and make logical decisions about trust. Instead, their nervous systems gradually gather evidence. Evidence that the environment is predictable. Evidence that the people nearby are safe. Evidence that certain situations no longer require constant vigilance. Day after day, these experiences accumulate. A calm interaction, a predictable routine, a gentle response. None of these moments seem life-changing individually, but together they create a pattern. And eventually the nervous system begins reaching a conclusion. Maybe I don't need to stay alert right now. Maybe I can rest. Maybe I am safe here. And that realization can transform behavior in ways that appear almost magical. What humans often miss. One of the most beautiful aspects of canine trust is how often it develops unnoticed. Many owners look for dramatic milestones. The first cuddle, the first lick, the first enthusiastic greeting. Yet some of the most important milestones are much quieter. A dog choosing to sleep with their back toward you. A dog remaining relaxed when you move unexpectedly. A dog sighing deeply before falling asleep nearby. A dog that no longer startles at every household sound. These moments rarely appear on social media. They do not attract attention, but they often reveal something extraordinary. The dog is beginning to feel secure. And emotional security is one of the strongest foundations any relationship can have. Why some dogs take longer. Not every dog reaches this moment at the same speed. Some dogs relax quickly. Others require months. Some require years. And this difference does not necessarily reflect intelligence, affection, or personality. Often it reflects history. Experiences shape expectations. A dog that has repeatedly experienced safety may learn to trust more easily. A dog that has experienced uncertainty may require additional evidence before lowering their guard. Neither approach is wrong. Each represents an adaptation to life experience. This is why patience matters so much. Trust cannot be rushed. The nervous system moves at its own pace. And sometimes the greatest gift a human can offer is simply consistency over time. The power of quiet presence. Many people assume they must actively earn a dog's trust through constant interaction. Yet some of the strongest trust-building moments involve doing very little. Simply sharing space, remaining calm, allowing the dog to exist without pressure. Dogs often learn more from repeated peaceful experiences than from occasional dramatic gestures. A person who consistently feels safe becomes familiar. A familiar presence becomes predictable. And predictability gradually becomes trust. This process may seem unremarkable, but psychologically, it is incredibly powerful. Because trust rarely grows from intensity. It grows from reliability. Stops feeling guarded. So what is the first moment a dog stops feeling guarded? It is not always visible. It is not always dramatic. And sometimes it happens so quietly that the human never notices. A slower breath, a softer posture, a deeper sleep, a body that no longer feels responsible for monitoring every possibility. In that moment, something important changes. The dog's nervous system decides that vigilance can rest. The environment feels safe enough. The relationship feels trustworthy enough. And for perhaps the first time, the dog allows themselves to simply be. That moment may last only a few minutes at first, then a little longer, then longer still, until eventually relaxation becomes normal. And what began as a tiny shift becomes a lasting bond. Because in many ways, trust is not measured by how excited a dog becomes when you arrive. It is measured by how peaceful they feel when you stay.